Hello and welcome. My name is Graham Spencer and I teach middle school at Goodlettsville Middle School in Metro Nashville Public Schools. I love to put together a little tutorial about how to use Remind to effectively communicate with students' families. Remind is a great app that our district has purchased that allows us to seamlessly communicate with students' families in their preferred method and preferred language without utilizing my own or your own personal contact information. So Remind is a great app that allows us to mostly communicate via text, although it does do phone calls as well, with students' families, either to get whole class messages or individual messages about students to their families. It protects contact information because it uses a temporary phone number so that it doesn't give my personal phone number out and families are able to reach me through designated times. Just a quick overview today on how to log in and send a message. Hopefully we'll make more videos about setting different settings, utilizing it to its full capacity, but just a quick overview for today. To log in, you can either go to remind.com and then click on log in, or if you're an MMPS employee, you can go to remind.mmps.org, and once you go there, it'll automatically log you in using your Office 365 login credentials. It'll take you to a home page where, if you're like me, you'll see on the left side a bunch of different classes down here at the bottom. One of the great things about the fact that our district has purchased Remind is it automatically loads students and their families into Remind. So they no longer have to go in, text a code to some short number with join. It automatically logs them in, loads them. They can opt out if they don't want to receive messages, but it is a passive opt-in, so unless somebody opts out, they're opted in to receive messages from us. You can see I have all of my classes here. I have an old class from back in 2019 to 2020, but because I made that class myself on Remind before our district purchased it, it stays there forever. My previous classes have, or they automatically archive at the end of the course. You'll also notice possibly messages from your school. I've worked at elementary school too, so that pops up, and then our district here as well. Down at the bottom is where you can click to see all conversations. So it looks like I have a parent or family member that replied to me to one of the messages I've sent. I'll click on that later and reply directly to them, but for privacy reasons I won't click on that now to show you what it looks like, just because it has a bunch of parent names. Now, let's say I want to message all of my social studies classes. I'm going to go ahead and click on New Message. I'm going to click on Message. You might also, in some places, see a conversation pop up. I was, I think, on my phone earlier, and conversation popped up. The difference between message and conversation, a message is sending out a bunch of individual messages to family members, whereas a conversation would be like sending a group text to all of those. So with a message, family members can reply to you directly. With a conversation, it is a big group text. I don't ever use that just because I want to keep conversations one-on-one, especially if they involve student information. But so I'll go ahead and click on Messages. I can select my recipients here. There's also all of my classes are here. So let's say I want to type in or send a message to all of my classes. I've got social studies, and somewhere I should have 2 more social studies classes. You can also search for individual family members' names or classes and select those as well. And you'll go ahead and click on Continue, and you just type your message down here. I could say something like, "Welcome to Mr. Spencer's social studies classes. I am so excited to meet your student on August 5th. These messages can get very long. They can stay short, whatever you like. I've sent paragraphs at a time. It works really well. And then once I hit send over here on the bottom right, it'll send to all of the registered members of those groups. It'll send to each of them individually. It'll translate automatically if they've set a preferred language, and then they can reply to me, and it'll pop up down here on the bottom left side. But super simple to use Remind. If you have any questions, please let me know. It's a great tool to communicate with our families and just be another tool in our toolbox to have great success. Thank you.